Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chapter number 27. NAML, the ants. As it highlights the story of Sulaiman and the ants and the hoopoes and the queen of Sheba. In this story, it emphasizes about the importance of knowledge, and it gives Muslims the fundamental of administration science. The fundamentals mentioned as recited from the story are 5 factors that are important in civilization superiority. Factor number 1, having a sublime goal in life, hadafun sami. As Sulaiman said, "My Lord, inspire me that I may be thankful for your favor." Factor number 2, being knowledgeable. As read in the verse, "And we gave David and Sulaiman knowledge." Factor number 3, having top abilities. As recited in the verse, "It is a place paved with a crystal glass." Factor number 4, being powerful. As read in the verse, "We shall come with such hosts as they will never be able to meet." Factor number 5, people's belief they have a goal to achieve. Like in the story, it resembles the hoopoe. Al-Hudhud. After the story, the verse focused that civilization progress is not to make us to draw away from God. As this chapter deals with civilization superiority, and after that it shows there are spiritual things in the universe, not only material ones. The chapter tackles an important point illustrated in the following consecutive verses, which is a reminder of God's sign in the universe, in order to remind us that civilization progress is not to make us forget God's power. If you get to recite verses from 59 to 64, you will notice that 5 times repeatedly Allah says, "Is there another God with God?" in order to tell us that we can be civilized and true believers too. Thus, at the end of the ant chapter, we find an example of civilized community, that of the ants, who are God's servant too. Are the ants civilized? Well, ants follow well-organized system and rules, and they have well-ventilated colonies, food stores, armies, and things resembling humans' resources. We need a lot of time to talk about ants. God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wants us to learn how to be organized and civilized from them. But why to learn from insects? God shows us that ants are so civilized in the chapter, as the name of the chapter is after them, the ants. Then, whenever we recite it, we would be fascinated by such insects who are exceedingly organized and active, and they do surpass human in such things. I hope it is well explained. See you in another chapter.